The city of Pittsburgh and Andrew McCutcheon go way back. He created countless memories for Pirates fans. He adopted the Steel City as his home, and he became the face of the franchise. Now he's up against his former team in the city by the bay. And in his short time here, he's already had some huge moments. Will number 22 be the one to get things back on track for the Giants? McCutcheon takes on the Pirates next.
The homestand continues tonight. The Giants say goodbye to the Astros. They welcome in the Pittsburgh Pirates. This is game one of a 4-game series. Welcome to NBC Sports Bay Area, and it's powered by Xfinity. Hi again, everybody. I'm Dwayne Kuiper. Alongside me is Mike Krukow. Well, kick the Astros out of town, and they are gone, and here are the Pirates. Pirates are playing pretty good baseball. They kind of floundered around, and then they won 11 straight, and that's put them back into what they think is a shot at the wild card. So Pirates are in town, and Andy Suarez is on the hill.
Well, Pirates are a good team, 17-7 their last 24 games, and they've got Gregory Polanco and they got Starling Marte. Now that's a 1-2 punch in the outfield that Andy Suarez is going to have to try and deal with. Now the reason why I say it's an issue is that the last 4 starts, Andy Suarez hasn't thrown well. His ERA is 7.89. His last outing, he gave up 8 runs in 5 innings in Arizona. So this is a big start for him. For him to be successful tonight, he needs to handle the big 2 in the outfield. I think that's the key.
All right. Alan Hansen gets a start in left field tonight against the Buccos. All right, stay tuned. We'll take you to our NBC Sports Bay Area studios for an update, and we'll do that right after this.
Southwest Airlines. Low fares, no hidden fees. That's transparency. By Jack in the Box. Try something different, like Jack's Teriyaki Bowls. Only at Jack in the Box for a limited time. And by SoFi, a modern finance company.
It must be Jerry Garcia tribute night with that tie-dye. Giants with a day off yesterday. They had a chance to regroup tonight. They're going to kick off a 4-game series with the Pittsburgh Pirates, and they know they are at a pivotal point in the season. It is go time for your Giants. Welcome back to our broadcast, everybody. I'm Amy Gutierrez. Looking forward, though, to Saturday. It's such a big day here. The Giants set to retire jersey number 25 for Barry Bonds, of course, in front of the only 2 teams that he played for in his 20-plus baseball career. Tonight, we're going to look back at one of the greatest games in baseball history, courtesy of Barry's bat. I'm sure you remember it. October 5th, 2001, Barry took Chan-Ho Park deep to break the single-season home run record, and then, yeah, he added on. John Miller has the calls.
There's a high drive deep into right center field to the big part of the ballpark. Number 71. There's a high drive. Grissom back in center field. He's all the way back to the wall. Number 72.
Well, he wasn't done at 72. On the final day of the season, Barry hit home run number 73 and continues to hold the single season home run record. Big day again. It's Saturday, folks. You are going to need to get to the park very early. In fact, 3:45 is the time that they recommend. The ceremony kicks off at 5 p.m. sharp, and as you know, the Giants do not retire numbers very often. You do not want to miss 1 minute. All right, game 1 of this series with the Pirates. Andrew Suarez on the hill. Kruk and Kite have the call. Lineups, first pitch. Stay with us.
As we get ready for game 1, our game time weather is presented by the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. A great time to get to the beach. The admission-free boardwalk is open every day. 68 degrees. You see the winds and the humidity, and it is going to be a bit of a hazy night here at the park. Here's the Pirates lineup, and it's brought to you by Southwest Airlines. It'll be Frazier, Marte, Polanco, and then David Freese, who's hot right now, followed by Diaz, Josh Bell, and then Josh Harrison. Jordy Mercer will hit 8th, and Ivan Nova is going to pitch and bat 9th.
On the hill tonight for the Giants will be the rookie left-hander Andy Suarez. Suarez, 6 feet tall, 190 pounds. He's 25 years of age, and this is what he has done in 19 starts, 4-7 with a 4.60 ERA. He's a little bump the road here these last 4 starts, and he's looking to get back on track tonight. When he's right, you're going to see a fastball that can go low to mid-90s. He will pitch inside, especially to righties. He's got a more of a cutter-like slider. He's got a curveball and a changeup. He'll throw any one of those pitches. He actually has excellent command. Let's take a look at the defense playing behind Andy Suarez. Starting in the outfield from left to right, it'll be Hanson, Duggar, and McCutchen. Good arms across the board. Crawford, Longoria on the left side. Joe Panik, Austin Slater on the right side. Buster Posey, he'll be in the squad, putting down the signs. And Andrew McCutchen, for the 2nd time in his career, is going to play against his old uniform.
So here's Frazier, and the first pitch of the ball game is on its way, and it's fouled out of play. So we get started at 7:15. Frazier hitting .280 with 4 home runs, 14 driven in. And he takes a strike at the knees at 93 miles an hour. So a little hop in that arm of Andy Suarez tonight. Home plate umpire is Chris Conroy. Then it's Honora, Livingsparger, and Buckner.
And Chris Conroy, good low ball zone, very consistent. Not a big zone, but what you get in the first, you'll get in the 9th. It's steady.
2-2.
CB Buckner, third base umpire, saying no swing. It is Grateful Dead night tonight.
Fair down the right field line. As Frazier spun around on that. McCutchen's got it. He's got a shot. The throw. And they got him. McCutchen guns out Frazier. And that's 1 out. Frazier's walking off like he knows it.
Well, he gets a kick. He plays the carom perfectly. Gets it into a spin move and a perfect 1-hop strike to Crawford, who puts the tag on, and they won't even contest this. They won't even look. What a great play from Andrew McCutchen. I have to believe that this one felt good. Crawford going down, winds up hitting Frazier right in the cheek. That's the 8th assist this year for McCutchen.
There's a bunt, and it's a good one. And they're going to let it roll foul. It hit the cut of the grass and just rolled over that white line.
That 8th assist leads all National League right fielders. The guy that is playing for the Pirates tonight, Gregory Polanco, he has 7.
So Marte comes back. Picks up the bat. He's having a good year. 17 home runs, 55 runs batted in. And this one's cued, and Suarez will underhand it to Slater, and they get the out.
Kind of an ad lib there. Let's take a look at the play one more time. The footwork is what sets it up, and a nice 1-hop strike there in plenty of time. That is a thing of beauty. And if you're Andy Suarez out there in the hill, you talk about instant adrenaline shot. That's it.
Yeah. Guy gets a hit. Hits the ball hard. Had 2 strikes on him. Out at second. I'll take it. Here's Polanco. The second part of that 1-2 punch. Polanco with 19 home runs, 64 runs batted in. And he's hitting 246. It's 2-0.
There is carry to right field tonight. We've seen this the last several games, that we've seen balls carry to the right side, which does not happen very often.
And a pop-up straight back and out of play. And we'll do it again as 2 balls and a strike.
Well, we had a gentleman in the first row in the second deck here, had a play, missed it, bounced on the lower deck, and he got booed. You've got to keep it in your section.
Keep it in your deck, absolutely. On the ground to Slater. And that's going to end the inning. So with the help of a great throw by McCutchen, Giants are coming up. Southwest Airlines. It'll be McCutchen in the leadoff spot, followed by Posey and then Longoria. You see he's got pretty good ownage on Nova. Crawford, Slater, and Hansen. Panic will hit in the 7th slot. Then it's Duggar and Suarez.
On the hill tonight for the Bucks, Ivan Nova, 31-year-old out of the Dominican Republic. He's in his 9th year at the big league level. And this is what he has done in 21 starts, 6-6 with a 4.49 ERA. He's got a good fastball. It's got sink. When he's on, you're going to see a lot of ground balls. It is a low to mid-90s fastball. He's got a curveball and a changeup to go with it. But for the most part, you're going to see a lot of sinkers. He likes it.
So McCutchen hitting 261 with 12 home runs. 46 runs batted in. And he's going to look at a strike. He's 0 for 3 lifetime against Nova.
This is the 3rd start that Nova's had against the Giants. He has no record but a good 2.25 ERA. So he's pitched well against them twice.
Out of play, 0-2.
Hey, who got a ball?
Oh my goodness. He's missing a tooth too. 1-2 to McCutchen.
Take a look at the defense that the Pirates will employ tonight behind Nova. It'll be Frazier, Marte, and Polanco. That's your outfield. Best arms in center field with Marte. Mercer and Freese on the left side. Harrison Bell on the right side. And Elias Diaz will be in the squad, putting down the signs.
McCutchen flips one to left for Frazier. And Frazier will put it away for out number 1. And here's Buster Posey.
All right, let's take a look at the fine play by Dad. There you go, Meat. Wow. Mom almost smoked him, giving Dad the high five.
Yeah.
Be careful, Mom. She was excited. A little worried about her.
Yeah, I think son number 1 on the left had a glove, and the old man took it from him. Hey, it stayed in the family.
Yes, it did.
Posey on the ground to third, where Freeze has it. 2 down. Here's Longoria.
Well, stream the Giants on the go this season. Once again, you can stream every NBC Sports Bay Area Giants broadcast on your desktop or mobile device. Giants games streamed on the go on the NBC Sports app. Check it out.
Here's Longoria, and the first pitch is low. On the ground, foul. Very much. Now for our fans down the left field line, make sure you know for sure that it's going to be a foul ball before you go out and grab and try to touch it. On the ground to third for Freeze. Freeze will go on the backhand, and that'll end the inning. Suarez coming back out.
He doesn't even need an introduction, but it's forever Giant Barry Zito. Welcome back to the Bay Area. I know you performed last night at the Sweetwater, and you have officially launched your second career as a musician. You're doing so well. Tell the fans, give the fans an update on this second career of yours.
Yeah, it's just been a whirlwind. I mean, just trying to write songs in Nashville, which is a really competitive songwriting game out there. People don't know, but thousands of people are writing for like limited slots on records. So it's just fun to start from the beginning.
For sure. I need to know, though, pressure. Is there more pressure as a starting pitcher at AT Park or singing the anthem, which is what you did with Sunshine Garcia Becker before the game, which you did a phenomenal job?
I think singing the anthem for the first time is the ultimate, especially with Sunshine, who sang it a whole bunch of times at all kinds of stadiums. It was nerve-wracking, but hopefully it worked.
Well, it sounded great. The Giants bringing you into the fold and supporting the kind of the second chapter of your life. You are so beloved here by the fans for your time as a Giant. What does it mean to have that love keep coming your way after your playing days?
I mean, it's really emotional for me because I went through so many ups and downs and lots of downs and some big ups. But I'm just grateful that I can kind of come back here and be embraced by the fans because it was such a huge chapter in my life, these 7 years here. And 2012 will forever be, ingrained on my psyche, and I'll just never forget the fans here.
How much do you think your time as a player, the ups and the downs, play into your writing and your singing?
Oh, immense amount of, motivation for my songs. I mean, I think going through struggle and pain really just allows you to be, you know, communicative to people, because if you've never gone through anything, you don't really have anything to relate with people on. So a lot of the stuff I went through here helps me every day in my writing.
Very therapeutic, cathartic.
Yes.
So I hear that we get to announce an exclusive. Yep, we got a scoop with Barry. He's like, what are you going to talk about? So he's working with a very well-known artist in Leanne Rimes. She did a Christmas tour with her last year. But I hear there might be some more dates coming up. Can you let people know what it is?
Yeah, so Leanne's doing the West Coast this year for her Christmas tour, so I'm going to do a handful of dates with her. And we're going to do Santa Rosa and a couple other dates in California. And I'm just so excited to be a part of her, you know, her tour. She's just one of the best ever.
She is, and so are you. Forever Giant Barry Zito. You can follow along, guys, at Barry Zito Music on all your social channels to see what you're up to next. Good to see you, guys.
All right, great to hear Barry Zito. Always very charming.
Well, and here was the tail end of the anthem, Barry and Sunshine. And Barry sang harmony, and then he got on the mound and threw a strike to another lefty, tie block. And he looks great, great shape. A gentleman.
Will always be remembered. Here's Diaz. And he's not waiting around for anything but a fastball, and he fouls it back.
There's gentlemen and there's gentlemen, and he is a gentleman, and a guy that you just were happy to get to know. I mean, he was just a good dude.
And we all lived through the ups and downs.
Well, he was a star. 2012. I mean, you think back in the NLCS when the Giants flipped him the ball, and they were down 3-2 in a 7-game series. And he goes out there in St. Louis and he loads the bases in the first inning.
3 games to 1.
3-1. And he loads the bases in the first inning, and he doesn't allow a run. I think he goes 7 1/3 shutout. 7 2/3. But and that was it. They wouldn't lose again. They wouldn't lose to the Cardinals. They wouldn't lose to the Tigers.
And then he pitched game 1 of the World Series.
And beat Justin Verlander here. And he got a hit. Off Verlander.
On the ground, foul. It stays at 1 and 2. I think Verlander dropped a wow on the second Sandoval home run, right?
Yep.
I think he dropped a wow on the Zito hit too.
I thought that was a WTF.
Suarez and the 1-2. 2 and 2. Freeze had a long battle and finally a base hit on a 3-2 pitch. Josh Bell, just off the DL, is on deck. Out of play. Diaz is in the swing mode.
Giants play him straight up in the outfield, which is what you have to do. He hits it all over the place. I mean, they're pretty straight up in the infield.
Down the left field line, hit pretty well. Looking up and gone. Diaz hits his 8th home run of the year, and it's 2-0. Tell you what, he was in the swing mode from the first pitch.
8th home run of the year for Diaz. Let's take a look at the pitch cast. Is brought to you by SoFi, a modern finance company. And that came in a 2-2 count. That's the swing mode you're talking about.
Really hammered to left. and really gone, and it's 3-0. So Josh Bell, as I mentioned, just off the DL, and he unloads his 7th of the year.
Well, another guy in the swing mode.
Kurt Young coming out.
Let's take a look at the first pitch, get it in strike. I mean, you want to get strike one. And Josh Bell laying in the weeds for him. The injury that he had that put him on the disabled list was an oblique strain.
Looks good. Looks fine.
Yeah, he's healed.
So here's the other Josh Harrison. He's hitting .255. And he takes low. 1 ball and no strikes. 7 home runs, 32 driven in. Pirates took 2 out of 3 from the Rockies, winning the last 2. .3-0. They're just a game under 500 on the road, but they're 9 games under 500 against the National League West. They're going to have to catch up. There's a called strike. Mercer on deck.
That's the one thing you just don't like to see, especially with a young pitcher. He gives up a couple of home runs and then you walk the next guy. You have to stay aggressive. You've got to be able to forget the home runs. You got to be able to get back in that strike zone, get back in the attack mode. You can't be nibbling. So the guy right after, you know, back-to-back home runs, I mean, tells you a lot about that guy on the mound.
Hook foul. And it remains 3-2. All right. Nice play. Brought his glove. High fives all the way around.
Yeah, you'll have that smile on the rest of the game.
And another 3-2. And this is wrapped, but right at Hansen.
Good comeback down 3-0. Well, we were talking about Barry Zito. Let's go to our Mercedes pivotal play. We go back to the 2012 NLCS Game 5 in St. Louis, and Barry Zito goes 7 2/3, 6 hits, 1 walk, 6 strikeouts, 115 pitch night. The Giants would win that game. They'd bring it back to San Francisco, and they would not lose again. Zito was masterful.
Performance. Here's Mercer, who takes a strike.
Yep, that'll put a smile on your face.
6 home runs, 35 runs batted in for Mercer. And this is a soft line drive right at Longoria. Well, the Giants will kick off Bonds weekend this Friday. That's tomorrow. Special event ticket holders will receive a statuette commemorating Barry's 35 splash hits and a rubber chicken walk counter. sfgiants.com/special events. Nova is having a rough year at the plate.
A 1 for 41 with 21 strikeouts. Hey, he's got an average.
One and 2 on the high fastball. Tap back to Suarez, and that'll end the inning. So 2 home runs, 1 with a man on. Crawford to lead it off. 3-0 Pirates.
powered by BioFreeze. Cool the pain. Tuesday against the Astros, Madison Bumgarner was masterful. 7 shutout innings against Houston. Struck out 7 on a 100-pitch performance. And that's our BioFreeze moment. He was good. Giants starting pitching in that series, that 2-game series, was getting better. 14 innings, no runs allowed. Derek Rodriguez, Madison Bumgarner.
Smart play brought to you by your Northern California Ford dealers. It was a wild pitch that Hundley flipped to Bumgarner, covering as Reddick tried to score. And that's an out. Got rolled on a little bit, but everything was fine.
That's a big man coming down at home plate. And, you know, Bumgarner's one of those guys that he gets bigger as he gets into it.
So here's Crawford. Crawford fouls it back. Giants trail now 3-0.
Grateful Dead night, Jerry Garcia tribute night here at the Yard.
Crawford takes in tight. 1 ball and 1 strike. Foul back. 1-2.
This is how Pittsburgh defends against Brandon Crawford. That's our StatCast AI powered by AWS.
I'm looking at that and I'm thinking, why is Harrison even playing second? Got him. According to that, Crawford hits more ground balls to second than he does to third. Jack Clark's here, former teammate of Mike and I. He's really a great Giant. Always enjoyed watching Jack grab a bat and take his cuts, because he could take his cuts.
Yeah, with Jack the Ripper, I mean, it was a great nickname because that's how he swung the bat. It was a short, violent, beautiful swing, if there is such a thing. And he originally got drafted as a pitcher.
He had a terrific arm. I think his reputation in right field when I got to San Francisco was not very good, but I always thought he was a good right fielder.
He's a great athlete.
Tap slowly. Mercer charging. Mercer barehanded. Mercer throwing, and they got him.
Mercer knew that he had to go barehand from the get-go. I mean, the league's still learning Austin Slater. I don't know just how quick he can get down that line. He can put some heat on a play. Watches the ball right into the glove. Makes it easily. So every once in a while, a shortstop gets to look like a third baseman, and that was one time for Jordy Mercer.
Here's Hansen, the former Pirate, and he takes a strike. 276. 6 home runs. 28 runs batted in. 1 ball and 1 strike. Joe Panic on deck. Same spot. 2-1.
Trying to go front door with that sinker. Sinker, sinker, sinker.
Left center field. Marte is going to get there, and that's going to end the inning. Top of the order coming up. It's 3-0 Pirates.
by Redwood Credit Union. Redwood Credit Union offers full-service banking for all that you love. Federally insured by NCUA.
Here at AT Park, the Pirates jumped out to a 3-0 lead. And it'll be the leadoff hitter, Adam Frazier, to hit against Andy Suarez. And when we're down 3-0, we always bring in an offensive force. So we brought in Dusty Baker to turn things around for us.
Well,
Bake, welcome.
Thank you very much. But, you know, I was telling some fans over there that, you know, if you're going to give it up, you give it up early. And it gives you a chance to come back versus you don't want to do it in late innings or the middle innings. And, you know, it's big right now that he holds them and gives our offense some chance to come back.
Well, that's what we always liked about you, Bake. You always found out something positive in these things.
I'm feeling better.
That's good. I'm feeling better now.
I was a little down.
That's okay.
Plus, you brought the Cracker
Hey,
Jacks,
man,
too.
it's okay to get down. Just don't stay down. That's what my dad used to tell me all the time.
You know what we repeat, what you say. We repeat it all the time about you have to think lucky.
Yeah.
And that one really makes a lot of sense.
Well, I didn't make that up. You know, like, you know, one of my coaches that I had, the great Luke Appling, and he used to tell me all the time, you know, Bake, to be a good hitter or to be a good player, you have to think lucky to be lucky. And I was like, okay, come on.
Panic
make
has
the
got
play.
it.
See, there you go.
We're talking.
Right away.
It works.
Yeah. Hey, man, I'm so glad to be up here with you guys. Hey, you guys we're amongst the funniest teammates that I ever had and the most fun. I mean, we always laugh. You know what I mean? And we were laughing then because we had a bad team.
You know what? It was not hard to go to the ballpark.
No, it wasn't.
It was not hard to go to the ballpark.
Oh yeah, Al Oliver and Manny Trio and man, that was
a good group.
It sure was, man.
Joe Youngblood on that team.
Oh, always laughing.
Yeah. There's a base hit by Marte.
I mean, you think about it, we're playing a game. I mean,
yeah, you're playing a game, Krug, but you know, it's like life and death sometimes, even though you're playing a game. I mean, you're so high one day and then low the next day, and you just don't want it to consume and control your entire life, you know. But sometimes it seems like it does.
Sometimes things, I don't know if any of us are ever going to get over 2002.
Yeah, well, you have to, because you can't live. He doesn't have a chance.
So Buster's throw a little bit late.
Yeah, it's a great jump he had, because Marte's one of the best, I think.
Yeah, that's what is 28th stolen base.
What's leading the league?
That's got to be pretty close.
It's got to be close.
Yeah.
Here's Polanco, and the pitch to Polanco that Marte just stole on was a called strike, and the next pitch is down and in. Well, look, we do have to ask you about Barry. You think Barry ever thought lucky?
No, he just thought that he was going to get it done. He might have thought lucky, but I never heard him say it. You know, I mean, there was no luck involved, you know, with Barry.
Yeah.
You know, Barry had superior vision. You know, Barry knew what was coming almost all the time, and I'd ask him, man, what are you looking at? And one of the greatest things that he told me, he says, the ball comes, a right-hander or left-hander comes down this funnel to the plate, and if it's out of the funnel, it's a ball. And I was like, man, that's pretty cool.
I never saw a funnel.
No, me neither.
This is on the ground to Panic. I don't think Mike ever threw a ball that was down the funnel, did you?
Oh yeah.
To him?
Oh, plenty of them.
Yeah, but when you knew it, when you threw it down the funnel, you knew they saw it too. Woo, that's right.
Just 196 I gave up.
Really?
They found the funnel.
But you didn't drop your head on every one of them, did you?
Well, a couple of them.
Yeah, because man, those tough. I mean, that's what I used to get off on, is when pitcher, you see that head drop, you know.
I know
something's bad
you feel
is happening, and something's good happening. Yeah, you feel it.
And it's
there you go.
Here's David Freese.
Marte almost walked home there.
He sure did.
Well, I know, Mike, you gave up one to Barry, right?
I gave up one to Barry.
And do you know if you ever gave up any to Mr. Baker?
I absolutely think I did.
I don't remember, because he used to like try to run that run that fastball in on me and throw me that big hook. And see, Kruk, I never forget. He said, long arm guys, he'd try to run that ball in on him.
I would.
I know you would.
You were a middle-away guy.
Yeah.
You'd hang something out there and you'd hit it hard.
I know, and then he'd look at you with his eyebrows up some kind of way. I don't know how he'd make that one eyebrow go up.
I know. Yeah. Here's the 0-1 to David Freese. 12 for 42. Bake against Mike, but no home runs.
No home run. So why'd you ask us that if you knew that already?
I know what I did against Mike. I mean,
no, did he know the answer already?
Well, I did not. They came up with
the truck.
Oh, because he was going to see.
What is 12 for that's like 300, right?
Almost.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he was going to see if I was going to lie.
No. Most guys know, and you said, I don't think I did.
No.
I know he beat me a ball game at Philadelphia one night. I hung a slider to him.
No, it wasn't. It was probably lowing away on the black and
no, it was a hanger. It was an overamped hanger is what it was. Yeah.
What I do, just a little single up the
No,
middle?
you hit a bullet.
Okay.
But I did strike you out 8 times.
Did you really?
That'll end the inning.
You know it wasn't that easy to strike out.
You were not.
Right.
We're going to keep Bake one more half inning. Who knows what we're going to come up with? That was the Pirates. You just watched Kip Wells throw that pitch, and he was the 4th player to hit his 600th career home run. Bonds joined Ruth, Aaron, and Mays in that exclusive club. August 9th, 2002, we were all here.
We sure were.
It almost seemed like every week he was hitting another number.
Yep.
And there you see.
Ooh, that's a lot of home runs.
How about you being associated with the first 2 guys?
I know. Well, I played with the great Hank Aaron, and then I managed Barry. And people ask me, you know, similarities, and I say they both have great vision. I mean, because, you know, Hank knew what was coming also. I mean, he could pick up pitches just like Barry could pick up pitches. And, you know, the thing that's amazed me about Barry is that he would, like, guy would be 0-2, have him 0-2, invariably get back to 3-2, and then Barry would start taking his thing off before the guy even pitched. And the thing about Barry, I think that he recognized fear in the opposition as well as anybody that I've seen. And you know, that's big. That's big.
He could smell it.
Oh yeah. I mean, you can smell it too, right, Crew?
Oh, you can see a guy getting in the box who was tentative.
Oh yeah, and you can tell a guy that that was all over you.
Oh, hey, that's
plus, you know, that
sure
thing,
good.
Having that thing on his right arm, that big guard, that really helped him because he could stand right on top of the plate.
Oh yeah, and you know, I remember Roger Clemens say he's gonna knock it off.
He did,
and he did. And then the umpire said, "Oh no, he wasn't doing that intentionally." I said, "Man, he said it in the paper." You know what the guy told me? We don't read the paper.
Yeah, I believe that. Hey, the thing about Bonds that I just never could get over as to how good he was able. When he got one pitch a night, he never missed it.
Didn't miss it. Well, that's similar to to Hank Aaron. I mean, their concentration level was unbelievable. I mean, because pitchers try to lull you to sleep and figure they got you set up for this. You never had him set up, especially for the fastball.
Duggar takes a strike. It's 3-1.
I mean, he'd go days, get walked, intentional walked. I mean, and he wouldn't get one pitch, but then he'd get one.
But you never saw him get frustrated.
No.
I'm serious. That's what's tough.
Duggar to center field, but Marte's got a beat on this one. And that's out number 2. By the way, Dave Fleming is out tonight. So John Miller's going to come in here for innings 4, 5, and 6.
So John's going to take my place?
John, well, yeah, John's going to take my place and your place. So
John's that good?
John's going to cover for 2.
Okay.
Absolutely. As Andy Suarez is going to try to get the first hit for the Giants.
They were around the case talking about him today that he's swinging better. They said he couldn't, early in the year, he couldn't make contact.
He could not, and he's really worked at it. It makes a difference. Guys can hit
yes,
a little
it
bit.
does.
Well, he was embarrassed.
Was he?
Yeah, and he's been putting in a lot of extra work. I mean, he doesn't want. He's a good athlete. He has pride. He doesn't want to go out there and embarrass himself.
Right.
He never hit. He hadn't had an at bat since the 8th grade.
That's terrible. Uh-oh. Nope.
Right there to Freeze. Big. Thanks for coming by.
All right, guys.
We will see you on the field on Saturday.
Yep, I'll see you tomorrow, brother.
Thanks,
John Miller will be in. I'll see you back here in the 7th. It's a 3-0 lead.
Is brought to you by Toyota, designed for the grind that comes through every time. See your local Toyota dealer today. Toyota, let's go places.
Welcome back to AT&T. We are going to the top of the 4th inning. It is 3-0 Pirates, and joining us now in the booth, my pal John Miller. Welcome.
The Giants have not been able to get anything going against Ivan Nova, and then for a while Andy Suarez was having a hard time in the 2nd inning, especially getting anybody out with the Pirates. Pirates lead 3-0. Here is Diaz, who hit a 2-run homer against Suarez back in the 2nd inning. In foul ground, Slater calls off Posey. 1 away.
So we promised you John Miller, and we give you John Miller.
And your assessment of Andy Suarez early going in this ball game?
Well, he impressed me when he came back after the 2nd home run. He was down 3-0 in the count, and he came back in and he got Josh Harrison. So he made some mistakes and he paid for them. But this is what's happened to him in the last 4 starts. His ERA has been 7.89 in those 4 starts, and he seems to just rather not be able to find his rhythm early in the game. Once he finds it, then he's fine. But it's really, and when he's lost his rhythm a little bit, I mean, they really jumped on him.
Bell hit a really spectacular home run. First ball swinging right after Diaz hit his home run, and Bell followed suit with an aesthetically impressive home run. 396 feet was the estimate by StatCast. 2-2 the count.
Well, he stepped right in. I mean, this is right after Diaz had hit his home run, the first pitch, a get-it-in fastball. And from Suarez's perspective, he wants to stay aggressive. He wants to go after the next hitter and get strike one, and Bell jumped all over it. He took advantage of a young pitcher. Good pitch right there. Suarez thought he had strike 3. But those are things you learn as a pitcher, Johnny. And he's new, he's a rookie, and those little things, those little prices you pay for your education, they can be expensive, and they were tonight.
On the corner, struck him out looking. Bell had started to first. No.
And that's something you love to do. If you give up a home run to a guy, the next time you face him, you want to do this. You want to strike him out.
Bell hit that home run. As you see, Buster framed that one on the outside. 7th home run of the year for Bell. But he was a guy who hit a lot of home runs last year. His first full year in the big leagues, he hit 26 home runs. Josh Harrison now. Harrison lined out to left center. His first time. Base hit to right. Pirates have been the most aggressive team to swing early in a count. First pitch, second pitch, that sort of thing, in the National League this year. And especially once they got hot, they came into this game. They've gone 17-7 in their last 24 games.
I kind of think about the Pirates, and I think one thing, I think they can hit. I mean, it's just ever since I've been at this level going into Pittsburgh, it just seems like they always hit.
Clint Hurdle, Pirates manager. Here is Jordy Mercer, and Harrison is back to the bag.
Hurdle also a great hitting instructor. I mean, he's all about the hitting. I think when they brought him over to Pittsburgh, and they wanted to carry on the legacy that has been around Pittsburgh forever. I mean, you think about some franchises, you think pitching, but not with Pittsburgh. And you think about hit.
You go back, 35, 40 years. The nickname of the Pirates was the Lumber Company.
Lightning and lumber.
That is a foul off the right field line into the second deck. Mercer lined out to third his first time. Pirates with a 3-run second inning, a 2-run homer by Diaz, the catcher, and a following homer by Josh Bell for those 3 runs. The Giants, for their part, they have not yet had a base runner. Harrison, who has only 3 steals this year. Smash down the left field line and just foul. That ball left the bat at 104 miles an hour.
Yeah, just a loud strike.
That's just the way he planned it.
Little guy get it? Yes, he did. It's really become a cool thing at this ballpark. I mean, so many of our fans, they catch the ball and they'll look immediately for a kid. And then the kid walks out here with the baseball. It's just such a cool thing to see day in and day out. I'm proud. That makes me proud.
Proud of these Giants fans.
Yes.
Now, if you've caught foul balls before, not such a big deal, but it's a pretty generous thing to do if you've never caught one before.
Well, I always ask the question, if you get a foul ball, I mean, who's more likely to take it to bed with him? That kid.
Yep.
It's going to be sitting right by his pillow.
Oh, man. He just annihilated that ball, and it almost took out Austin Slater. It caught Slater more than he caught it. Inning over.
Giants may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the San Francisco Giants Baseball Club, LLC.
Well, this Sunday, the 12th, the Giants are celebrating Pixar Day here at AT&T Park. So calling all Pixar and Incredible fans. There's a special event package on Sunday, a Funko Pop figure of Jack from the movie The Incredibles 2. You'll also, with that special event package, get a ticket to see the Giants and the Pirates and a post-game showing of The Incredibles film on the field. Pretty good deal. Go to sfgiants.com/special events for more information. We had a treat up here in the booth tonight. They brought us some crazy crab sandwiches and clam chowder and a sourdough bowl and a crazy crab and shrimp salad. Crazy crab sandwich with the Dungeness crab meat between two slices of buttered sourdough bread, as a called strike in there to the former Pirate Andrew McCutchen. McCutchen hit a fly ball to left center his first time, and a foul on a sinker, and the count is 0-2. Buster Posey on deck. Wow, it came back on the outside at 94. Strike three call.
Now, Nova's one of those guys that he'll build his fastball in the course of the game. Whatever he starts out with, he's going to add another couple of feet. But he's always got the movement. He's a sinker baller, and he'll throw that pitch on the outside part of the plate to a righty. And then here comes the tail back into the strike zone. You give up on it, and comes back to bite you.
Buster Posey grounded out to third his first time. Giants played in Pittsburgh back in May, and they beat Nova in the final game of that series. The last time these two teams played, which was nearly 3 months ago. Now 0-2 to Buster. They got 4 runs and 8 hits in 5 2/3 innings against him. Gorkys Hernandez and Nick Hundley hit home runs in that game for the Giants. A little bit off the inside, a little bit low maybe as well. 1-2. 2-2, and Nova coming into this game with a 3.16 earned run average in 4 previous starts against the Giants. So he's more often than not, he's pitched pretty well against him. But they have not put anybody on base yet. He's retired the first 10 Giants in this game.
Yeah, they need to get him in a stretch position. It's been an all wind up for Nova. You know, the other thing too, I mean, you're going to see that fastball about 70% of the time. I mean, it's a sinker. I mean, he gets a lot of outs with it, a lot of ground balls. So because of that, that's what you're going to go look up there for. I mean,
starting back, then coming in. Polanco, 2 down.
now that's the approach that you want to have against a right-handed sinker baller. You want to stay inside out. You want to think right field. That's why every time you have a sinker baller going against the Giants, I'm thinking 2 guys in this club hit from the right side are going to do well tonight. And Buster Posey and Austin Slater. They have swings built to beat sink from a right-hander.
Longoria grounded out to third his first time. Tomorrow night, also 7:15, Derek Holland goes for the Giants against Trevor Williams. The 6:05 start on Saturday. Almost hit him. Running way off the inside at 86. The Sunday afternoon game at 1:05. And 3-0. Brandon Crawford is on deck. And it's a 4-pitch walk. First base runner of the game for the Giants.
I always say it, and it really is true. The longer it takes you to get into the stretch, the longer it takes you to get comfortable in the stretch. And if you're Crawford and you're facing a pitcher who's getting into the stretch for the very first time, look up. It's just a couple, 2-3 pitches where a guy can be vulnerable up when he hasn't been in the stretch yet.
Crawford struck out his first time. One ball, no strikes.
A little bit of hang to that breaking ball. I mean, some guys can make the adjustment within 3 pitches. Some guys may take a little longer, but there is that little area of vulnerability.
Harrison throws out Brandon Crawford. The Giants still without a hit through 4 innings. 3-0 Pittsburgh. Giants trailing the Pirates 3-0 as we start the 5th inning, and a foul by the pitcher Ivan Nova facing Andy Suarez. Nova hit one right back to Suarez his first time. Nova has not done well with the bat this year. 1 hit in 42 at bats. Curveball, strike 2.
Yeah, that's a pitch you didn't have at the start of the game.
And that is all for Nova. Let's check in now with Amy G.
All right, gentlemen, this is for all the gamers out there. We have some must-see video of some of your favorite Giants gaming, a little 3-on-3 action of Rocket League. And if you're a gamer, then you know what that is. You got Derek Hall and Derek Rodriguez, Andrew McCutcheon. They're the dark side. That's their name. They went up against Skywalkers, which is Hunter Ben, Steven Duggar, Ty Block. Check it all out on NBC Sports, BayArea.com. Now, if you want to see real gamers doing their thing, watch the Universal Open West Regional Finals Saturday on Twitch. Starts at 11 a.m. It's a pretty fun video, guys. You should check it out. John?
That's right, Amy. Thanks. Frazier, that's called strike 2.
Well, we see that every time we go on a road trip, because they'll sit up and there's 2 rows of guys that'll sit there and play off of one screen, and it's hysterical.
Base hit on an 0-2 pitch. Just out of the reach of Austin Slater, and Frazier has his 2nd hit of the game.
Well, you think about the damage that happened in the 2nd inning, and a lot of 2-strike damage. And this 0-2 pitch here to Frazier, I mean, it was a little bit of a floater. It didn't have a lot of snap to it. This is 0-2. You want to throw this out of the strike zone, and I mean, it's just lazy. What Buster Posey wanted to see was a paralysis fastball, knee high, about 8 inches off the plate, away. So that's how much that pitch missed by.
Calling Marte. 1 ball to no strikes. Marte has hit a comebacker, and then first ball swinging in the 3rd inning, he hit a single to center. 2nd in the league in stolen bases. He got number 28 tonight back in the 3rd inning.
Well, one thing that Andy Suarez has been very good at this year, and that is pitching for the double play. And he's pitching for one right now.
There goes the runner. The ball is hit deep into center field. Duggar on the run, catches up to it. All the way to second was Frazier, and he has to race back to first. Nice play by Duggar.
Now we've witnessed a pretty substantial body of his work out in the outfield. Watch the route. And the thing that we're impressed with is the first step. There's no hesitation in the first step, and it's direct to the line of the ball. And that with great speed, I mean, that's a big reason as to why he covers so much ground and he's been so good out there. It was not a normal play, and he made it look like a normal play.
Gregory Polanco. Frazier is back. That is just foul. Just barely. Strike 1 to Polanco, who is the Pirates' home run leader. He's hit 19 homers this year. That ball got back onto the field. And Andrew McCutcheon, who had tossed it up there. It didn't stay, so he tossed it back up. 0-1 the count to Polanco. Dangerous hitter. On 2. Giants 1 game under 500. Needing to get hot if they're going to project themselves back into a race for anything, whether in the division or for one of the wild card spots. Foul tip held by Posey. Strike three. Polanco is 0 for 3. 3-0 Pittsburgh. Austin Slater coming up.
Area home of the authentic fan. So we head to the bottom of the 5th inning. A couple of faithful there, locked in prayer, praying for offense. And it was Jerry Garcia tribute night. A lot of Grateful Dead fans here. A lot of smiles.
That run ran off the inside to Slater. Slater had a very soft ground ball to short, and Jordy Mercer raced in from deep short, barehanded it, and threw him out at first with a beautiful play. I kind of thought Slater might beat it out when it left his bat so slowly.
Well, he doesn't have average speed. I mean, he has above average speed. He can run. I did too. He got out of the box pretty well. I mean, that play by Mercer was just stellar.
That is the Giants' first hit. Line shot into center field. He takes the big turn at first. Will hold on. So the Giants get their first hit here in the 5th inning. And now Alan Hansen will come up.
Slater's going to be one of those guys that, I mean, he's hit 309 now after that swing of the bat. He's going to be one of those guys that once he learns the league, once he learns the opposition, gets familiar with pitching staffs, hit 300 is going to happen. He can hit.
Hansen hit a fly ball to left center his first time. That is foul. Maybe 55 feet from the plate before it rolled foul.
Well, make it perfect or make it foul. And that wasn't that far from perfect.
He has the kind of speed where they used to say this guy's so fast that he could, if he just bunted every time he was up there, he'd hit 300. But if you can drop down a bunt and get him to think about that, you might tuck in some hits past a drawn in infield that you might not have gotten otherwise when you swing away. Another baseball old time truism. Left center field into the gap. All the way out to the wall. Slater coming around. He'll score, and look at Hansen go. A triple. The Giants' first run is on the board, and we got to see Hansen flying around the bases.
You watch Hansen as he gets a pretty good pitch to hit. He backspins this off the opposite gap. They had him shaded over towards right center. You can see he really does hit it away from the defense. And watch how he gets out of the box. And there's always that trigger point where he goes, I got 3, and then he kicks it into another gear. And that's what's fun to watch, because he could go. Pirates playing back in the middle infield. They'll give up another run to try and minimize the damage here.
So just a ground ball to one of the middle infielders. It would be an RBI here for Joe Panik. He shows bunt. And that one's too low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Duggar is on deck. Then the pitcher's spot. And the Giants send Reyes Moronta down to the bullpen. Nobody out. 3-1. The Pirates are leading. Last of the 5th.
Well, the situation calls for a fly ball, but once they back up the middle infielders, a ground ball is acceptable. It gets you a run, and that's significant because the guy up there on the mound is the guy that throws ground balls. He's got a sinker. Trying to hit a fly ball off a sinker ball ain't that easy.
So Gorky Hernandez getting ready in the dugout. Oh, got the call on that one. Little extra on that fastball with movement at 95 miles an hour. There's Gorky's.
See the location. Definitely a pitcher strike. Now you got to cover it if you're Joe Panik.
Popped it up. And Freeze. And Hansen himself had to freeze at third on that one. So Panik cannot get him home.
Well, that at bat's going to gnaw at him too. He's usually one of the best of this Giants team at getting that sac fly or getting a runner in.
Hunter Pence also in the dugout wearing a helmet. So here's Duggar, who lined out to center his first time. A ball that would have gotten a runner home from third with less than 2 down. 1 out. Hansen at third here. Sharp breaking ball and a check swing. No swing, says C.B. Buckner on the appeal. Now you've got Suarez in the on-deck circle, but the Giants are indicating rather overtly. There's Pence already up on the top step of the dugout, or in the dugout with a bat and a helmet. Gorky Hernandez also has a bat and a helmet right behind him, over by the bat rack. That's on the outside corner for a strike. 2-1.
It's a respectful breaking ball on a 2-0 count. I mean, Noah, like any other veteran, he wants to strike a hitter out when there's a runner at third, less than 2 outs. So he's pitching for.
2-2 now. 95 miles an hour, that pitch, with all that movement. Base hit to center field. Hansen will come in to score to make it a 1-run game.
I can't tell you how big of an at-bat that was for Steven Duggar. I mean, with that swing of the bat, I mean, he not only gets a hit, gets a run in, but he picks up Joe Panik. He got the job done. And he does it in a 2-strike count in a strikeout situation against a veteran. And when you're building your resume as a young hitter, those are big at-bats.
And you saw Gorky Hernandez out in the on-deck circle. He's going to be the one to pinch hit here for Andy Suarez. When the Giants played in Pittsburgh back in May, in the finale of that series on a Sunday, May the 13th, Suarez night is over. Ivan Nova faced the Giants, and Gorky Hernandez hit a home run against him. Along the right field line, Polanco on the run. Can't get there.
Well, how far would you go for a Togo? Brought to you by Togo's Pretzelrama. You're talking about May 13th of this year. Gorky Hernandez hits the solo shot off Ivan Nova. 100 miles per hour. He hit it 402 feet. And he did it with a pink bat. And that's your Togo's Pretzelrama.
That was the game. The Giants were shut out through 5 innings by Nova in that game, and then they got 5 runs against him in the 6th inning. Nick Hundley also homered in that 6th inning that day. Nova gave up 4 of the 5 runs. Giants had a 5-0 win back of Derek Holland and the bullpen. Oh, 0-1 the count to Gorky's with Duggar at first. He's the possible tying run with 1 out. And they're keeping a close eye on him. They don't want him to steal second. Duggar has stolen 2 bases in 3 tries so far in the big leagues. That got way inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Gorky's with 13 home runs this year. And that is tied. In fact, that is second in the club in home runs. Only Brandon Belt has hit more. In the dirt, and there goes Duggar to second.
That's a big play. It's a big play because you get a runner in scoring position and it takes away the force. And when you have a sinker baller out there like Nova, I mean, a double play is always something that is in order when you have that runner at first. And Diaz just could not get the glove in position in time. That ball hit home plate and scooted on him. Those skimmers are tough to block.
So now base hit to the outfield could tie the game, although the Pirates have some very strong arms in that outfield. Two runs in, 3-2 Pittsburgh. And it's 3-1.
Best arms in the Pirates outfield are in right and in center. Polanco, the right fielder, has 7 assists. Marte in center has 9. Ron Wotus, I mean, he'll challenge Adam Frazier, the left fielder.
3-1 the count. Ooh. High hard one, fouled it straight back to the screen. So still 3-2 now.
Take a look at the height, and when you've got 13 home runs, you like him up here. You're thinking greedy thoughts.
The Pirates are going to get some action going in their bullpen now for the first time. 3-2 the count with 1 out. Duggar at second. That is a foul ball. But it was a foul ball. He called him out. Honora was focused on the runner to first, but Gorky's already, somehow he knew something that Honora did not know. He knew that it had gone foul. He slowed up.
Let's take a look at how foul was it. You can see right there C.B. Buckner getting a view. And that was close to being fair. Gorky's keeping an eye out. And right there, he knows it's foul. He sees the call from Buckner.
Right-hander Richard Rodriguez is warming up in the Pirates bullpen. Maranta up in the Giants bullpen. He'll be coming on in the 6th. Gorky Hernandez trying to knock in the tying run here. Duggar at second. The shortstop. And Mercer throws out Gorky's. Duggar now at third base with 2 down. Now McCutchen against his old club.
First pitch change up. Another respectful first pitch. Saw it. McCutchen looked like he had something in his eye and he's trying to get it out. Hard to do when you have batting gloves on. Filled with pine tar and Manny Mota stickum and rosin.
Right there in the outside corner.
Perfect breaking ball.
So he's made a couple of great pitches here to get ahead of McCutchen 0-2.
Well, the Pirates know McCutchen. They know he likes fastballs. He sits on them early. They stayed away from him this at bat. 2 off-speed pitches here to get an 0-2 advantage.
McCutchen 0 for 2 in the game. And an 0-2 count here. In the dirt. Buster Posey on deck. 2 runs in. Slater led off the inning with a single to center. Hansen tripled him home. And Duggar singled Hansen home. Now Duggar's at third with 2 down.
25 pitches so far into this inning, 70 on the night for Nova. So the Giants have really got Nova to dig deep for the pitch count here.
Deep in the hole, Mercer got him. So Hansen knocked in the Giants' first run and then came on and later scored the second run. And the Giants are trailing 3-2 after 5.
At the Monterey Bay Aquarium, the only place where it's totally cool to be obsessed with jellyfish. Oh yeah.
And that was really happening out there. I saw it on TV. Pitching change for the Giants when it's time for a change. Think Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service, your trusted oil change, tune-up, and brake experts.
The pitcher now for the Giants, Reyes Maranta, coming in for the 55th time this year. Hard throwers. You know you're going to go in there and see a hard fastball from this guy, but he's also got something that we didn't even know about spring training until we started seeing it in slow motion. And that he's got a slider that doesn't tip its spin. It's a no-dot slider, and it's a really good one.
2-1 now. There it is, outside corner, 2-2.
That's the one. You just don't see the spin to it, and because of that, hitters don't identify it early. You see a lot of guys take that pitch.
Foul ball. Still 2 balls, 2 strikes.
You know, the thing about a no-dot slider is you either have it or you don't. You can't teach it. You can't teach a backup slider. You can't teach a no-dot. Those are gifts.
I remember Russ Ortiz had a cutter. And you'd ask him, how do you throw? He said, it's just a fastball.
I just throw it.
And every once in a while, and it was always a rare game, but every once in a while, on a certain night, the cutter wouldn't cut. And there wasn't anything he could do to change that on that particular night. Just hope that it came back.
Greg Minton sinker. Same deal.
Struck him out, and he powered one by him on the inside at 97. One away. Freeze is gone. Let's check in with Amy G.
All right, gentlemen, it is time for our Ask Amy G segment. Tonight's authentic fan question coming from @Miss Melissa. Here's what she would like to know from the players. Do they ever get dad guilt, especially when they have a newborn in the middle of the season, or if they were to miss a milestone or first? All right, Miss Melissa, I got you some info. Bam Bam Mullins, he says, yeah, 100%, absolutely, especially when you miss milestone days like birthdays. Those are the hardest. Or when you find out other dads were able to attend a field trip. What does he do? Well, he has 5 kids and 2 grandkids, so he spends as much time as possible doing anything fun that creates memories. Brandon Belt, a newborn this year, guys, he said road trips are the hardest. He said FaceTime helps, but it is just hard in general. So when you get home, you take over. Haley, did you hear that? If you have a question for players or coaches, tweet it to me @AVGGiants, #AskAmyG. John?
All right, Amy, thank you. Brandon, he's a good guy. In the road trip, go home, take over.
Well, I think you should. You know what the worst part of it is I mean, you do miss all the first, but then when your kids start playing baseball, you're not there. Their season conflicts with yours.
Well, Barry Bonds, when he was a kid at Sarah High School, it was his mom who saw him play all of his games.
Well, that was the same deal at our house. My wife Jennifer, I mean, she drove him. There were times when we'd have 2 or 3 different games going on the same day. She would 2 innings here, 2 innings there.
2-2 to Elias Diaz. The catcher hit a 2-run homer back in the second to give the Pirates the lead.
The good news is when the season's over, I mean, you're there. You're 100% there. You're waiting on the doorstep when they come home. But it is tough.
Josh Bell on deck. Diaz home run, and he fouled out to first his last time. That's into the gap on the run. McCutchen, and he's got it. And it was slicing back at him, and it kind of handcuffed him at the last as he went into a dive for it.
You see the reaction from Reyes Morata, and he thought that was going to be extra bags, maybe 3. And right at the end of this play, it really got some personality to it. And you watch the redirect as McCutchen has to cut back in and get to it. And the end, as he's followed to it, it winds up being a high backhander right around shoulder height. And he puts it right in the sweet spot. Yep, that's the you demand finger right there. You demand.
2 down, nobody on. Josh Bell, a switch hitter, now batting left-handed.
Right here, redirect, come into it.
That's a great shot of that.
Tell you, you watch that type of athleticism laid on a slicing fly ball with wind, and I think to myself, that's one football didn't get, because McCutcheon could have played at any level of football, just being the athlete that he is.
3-0 to Bell now.
Probably could have played basketball. Probably could have done anything he wanted to. Quick pitch. Don't see many guys quick pitch on a 3-0 count. But guys with power, like Bell, I mean, I think it's an effective method if you can assure yourself you can throw a strike, which he did.
Three and two. Two down, nobody on here in the 6th. Pirates, who led 3-0 going back to the 2nd inning. The Giants just got 2 of their own in the 5th. And Morata trying to have the shutdown inning. Joe panicked. And the inning over. He came back from a 3-0 count, Mike, and he ended up jamming him in the end.
Nice comeback.
Get in your seats, and the Giants will retire Barry Bonds, number 25. A lot of special guests scheduled to be here at the ballpark, including a lot of Giants greats. The 5 living Giants Hall of Famers will all be here. All of Barry's managers during his career, and many former teammates as well. Gates will open at 3:45. Buster Posey hits a high drive out into deep left center, but this stays in the yard, and Marte catches up to it. That's that notch out there. That 404 feet to the spot where the left field wall meets the center field wall. They used to have a marker on that out there. But that's where Buster hit that one. Not quite deep enough. One away. Barry Bonds hit his 600th home run. I know you guys showed it earlier. 16 years ago tonight against the Pirates in this ballpark. A little bit to the right of that spot. Just to the right of those bleachers out there in the corner of what would be the Giants garden there. You see some people come down the edge of the bleachers, just a little bit beyond where they're walking down. Curveball from Nova for a strike to Longoria. And then later on he hit number 756 to move ahead of Aaron for number 1 on the home run list. But I remember it was a big night when he hit number 600. Because the only guys in National League history that ever hit 600 home runs in a year were his godfather Willie Mays and Hank Aaron. And of course the only American leaguer who had done it at that time was the Bambino. Caught by Bell. This is the complete list now. At the time that Barry hit number 600, he was one of 4. A-Rod, Pujols, Ken Griffey Jr., Jim Thome, Sammy Sosa have all joined him in that 600 club. Here's Brandon Crawford now. I remember being in Mike Murphy's office here at AT&T Park when Murph had the big office down in the clubhouse, and it was a gathering place for luminaries who were at the ballpark on a given night. Willie Mays was in there, and Barry came in. McCovey was in there, Cepeda, and I thought, this is the most home runs I've ever been in a room with.
Well, that was, boy, that had to be close to 2,000, right?
Yeah, I think at that time it was a little better than 2,200. And a ball and 2 strikes. Well, Mays was one of the few people who could get on Barry, and he's talking to Barry about his 600 and whatnot. I said, Barry, the only really record I care about is 660. I just want to catch you because you are my idol. And Willie says, well, you better not miss any games. you better quit fooling around. You better get busy.
Let's go. Quit jimmy jacking around, kid. Well, I like the way he was here the night he hit 522, and he moved past Willie McCovey, and Willie McCovey was there, and that was just such a cool moment.
3-2, and Crawford, who at one point was way behind in the count, ends up getting a walk to extend the inning to Austin Slater. There's Rodriguez up in the Pirate bullpen. He got up in the 5th inning as well. And they've signaled in from the bullpen that he's ready if Clint Hurdle wants to make the move. And here comes Slater, who hit a soft ground ball to short, and Mercer made a sensational play to get him. He led off the 5th inning with a line shot into center for a hit, starting a 2-run rally. 0-1. That his single to center, and I said it was a line shot. Statcast said 107 miles an hour off his bat, that single to center, which was the Giants' first hit of the night. They even now only have 3 hits for the game, trailing 3-2. He's behind now, 0-2.
I scream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. Oh yeah, ice cream makes you smile. So does popcorn. And beer.
That's the happy row. 1-2 the count. Josh Bell on the bag at first with Brandon Crawford. Jose Alguacil, the coach over there.
It's his birthday today. Augie.
Feliz cumpleaños, señor Alguacil. A ball and 2 strikes to Slater, hitting .309 for the year in the big leagues. Crawford back to the bag. Mark Melancon now up in the Giants bullpen. Morata pitched the 6th inning, a 1-2-3 inning. We're in the last of the 6th now with 2 down. Punched that one foul.
He was on it. He saw a breaking ball on that 2nd strike. He was looking for a fastball, but he got a good look at the speed. Here he sees the spin again. He had good back leg in that hat.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Right side of the infield kind of opened up with Bell on the bag, and Harrison, the second baseman, way over toward the middle. Oh, right off the mask of Chris Conroy, the home plate umpire.
Watch the mask give away, which is what it's designed to do. Still, it's definitely one he'll feel tomorrow morning. Mark Latana used to be the trainer of the Giants, became the trainer for the umpires. And I asked him, well, what injuries did he have? He says neck injuries from getting hit with foul balls.
Popped up. Bell down the line. The wind causing it to move away from him, and he never did catch up to it.
Very difficult play. Running down the right side of this field, because as a pop-up goes up to that side, it'll blow back towards the field of play. And you watch Bell's route. He goes to where he thinks it's going to be now. He peeks up now, watch him slide, and that's the movement of the ball. Now, if he played here every day, he'd make that play.
You might ask, well, what about Harrison? Well, he was almost over to second base. He had a long, long run to project himself into that play. In fact, Harrison is still, he's pulled over toward the middle, but not as much toward the middle as he had been. Did he swing? Yes. Onora from first base said that was a swing. And the inning is over. Dwayne Kuiper will be back come the 7th inning. The Giants are trailing 3-2 after 6.
Brought to you by your local Toyota dealer. 3-2 Pirates as we go into the top of the 7th inning. And for Andy Suarez, 3 runs in the second, a 2-run shot by Elias Diaz, and then a back-to-back solo. Josh Bell followed it up, made it 3-0 Giants behind the offensive shine of Alan Hansen, who had a triple, and he would later score. That was the 2 spot for the Giants. And so we go to the top of the 7th inning. It's 3-2. And that's our Toyota game summary. Right now, when it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service, your trusted oil change, tune-up, and brake experts. Mark Melanson on for the 24th time. 3-2 Pirates, top of the 7th. Here again, my pal Dwayne Kuiper.
All right, and the former Pirate to Harrison and a pitch inside. Say former Pirate a lot.
I think there's 11 or 12.
Yeah, that have something to do with the Pirates one way or another. Could fit them all on that boat right there.
Yeah, they would fit on the hornblower. There's the 3 tops. They look like they are about ready to start entertaining.
A little cold, a little chilly. I like the outfits.
They are looking very cool.
Swing and a miss, 2-2. The California Hornblower.
I think it's prom night.
I don't know, Mike. Where are we? I don't even. No, I think.
I mean, August?
Prom's usually in June, isn't it?
Or January.
Out of play.
What dance would you have in August?
It could be maybe the August 9th Thursday night dance.
There you go. Hot August nights.
So 2-2. Harrison a base hit in the 4th. Down low. Well, that's a lot of appearances.
500th career appearance tonight for Mark Melanson. That is a lot. That's a lot of work. A lot of curveballs, a lot of cutters.
So it's 3-2 with Mercer on deck, and then the pitcher spot. Up the middle. Panic as this one kick off on the backhand. And it'll be an error.
Well, celebrate National Baseball Card Day here at AT&T Park. It's this Friday. That's tomorrow. First 40,000 fans are going to get Topps baseball cards featuring current Giants players. What better way to celebrate summer than with Topps baseball cards? You want tickets you can purchase directly from the Giants at sfgiants.com. Yep, he's ordering his tickets right now.
Right now. The unusual error from the sure-handed Joe Panic.
So the challenge goes out to Melanson now to pitch through the air, especially in a leadoff situation.
And he goes. And this is rolled to third, so Longoria's end up have to make a nice play. And he throws it down the right field line. McCutchen back it up. And both runners are going to advance second and third.
Well, I mean, back-to-back errors from two Gold Glovers. And now Melanson's going to try and pitch through that. Mercer gets out of the box well. I mean, he puts some heat on the play. And I think it caused Longoria to try to have to speed this thing up. Goes low in the dirt, and Slater can't come up with it.
So Dickerson is going to pinch hit.
That error for Longoria is his 14th on the year.
So the Giants will play the infield in. Here's Dickerson. Dickerson hitting .314 with 11 home runs, 45 runs batted in. Giants will play the infield in. And it's wide, 1-0.
Dickerson's faced Melanson 4 times. He's got 1 hit. Has not struck out against him.
Pop up, ground ball to one of the infielders, or a strikeout.
What you're looking for, the non-productive out.
misses the outside corner. 2 balls and no strikes.
This is where if a guy can get a ground ball, I mean, he really can nibble. Because if you lose him to a walk, you set up the force and you get no play and get 2 outs, minimize an inning. And Melanson can do that.
There's a strike.
Backdoor cut.
Dickerson started to go, but held up.
Staying on that outside corner. I mean, he took a 2-0 pitch and cut. He had movement coming back to that outside corner, and then he changed the grip on the fastball with movement that was running away from Dickerson. Just didn't get the fish to bite.
Tap to Crawford, and a nice play. 1 down.
1 bullet dodged. So he comes back in after the 3-1 sinker moving away, and he cuts the movement back into the plate. And Dickerson with a 2-hopper. That was not an easy play. Crawford knew that the runner at third base was not going. Checks him and then gets the out. So, well, that's going to try and do the same thing here.
And it's Frazier who's 2 for 3. Harrison at third, Mercer at second. And a strike at the knees.
Good cutter. He established that pitch right off the bat.
On the left field line, foul. Nothing in 2.
Well, 2 cutters. He hasn't shown him the curveball yet. Curveball from Melanson is a good strikeout pitch, but he likes to throw it when he's got 2 strikes to a left-hander, and he likes to bounce it off or try to bounce it off home plate, which puts pressure on Posey here with the runner at third.
Here's the 0-2. There it is. And that's a major league emergency swing right there.
Well, it was. I mean, that's a high fastball right across the letters. But you can eye wash him now with that curveball in the dirt. Or go back upstairs. Or throw a 2-seamer off the plate away. So they're trying to caress the strike zone. He wants the strikeout. And again, they have an open base here.
Or make it 1 and 2. And a base hit. And they'll hold the runner at third as Harrison scores. So Frazier lines it to left. That's his 3rd hit.
Now, Frazier came into this series and he'd been swinging a hot bat.
Yeah, it's amazing how you just can't avoid the guys with the hot bat. So Marte will hit now with runners at the corners. An error by Panic and an error by Longoria. And that's where we are here in the 7th. Derek Law jogging down to the bullpen. Foul back. There's a healthy rip, and it's 0-1.
Yeah, pretty good pitch to hit right there. I mean, he's looking for something to get up in the air deep enough to score the runner from third. See what he's done with runners in score position. Since July 4th, 13 for 26.
Like I said, you just can't avoid the guy that's at a
But again, they have an open base. Second base is wide open.
There's the block, and now first base is open. One ball and one strike. I got out of the car in the parking lot here, and it was nice, 71, 72 degrees, and walked through the dugout. Ron Woda said, I don't know, I think it's going to be warm tonight. I said, the fog is going to come in. And here it is.
Hold that thought.
1-2. Final now in Denver. The Dodgers beat the Rockies 8-5. They scored a lot of runs late.
Right now, Rockies bullpen is scuffling.
Yeah, the Pirates took the last two games in their series before they arrived here. Two and two. Rodriguez, Santana. Slater's coming home. They got him. So Mercer out at home. You're usually going to see a runner going to try to score on anything if there's a backup runner at second, because even if you get the guy out, you still have a runner in scoring position.
Exactly. There's no tag play, so I mean there's no force play, so you're going to rely on a good throw. You put the pressure on the defense, and Slater comes up with a throw. Plenty of time for Posey to get in position.
So here's Polanco. Polanco is rolled out twice, and then Suarez struck him out in the fifth.
This is the big situation of the game right here. If you can get out of this inning with giving up just the one after two errors, started it off, and then you say, all right, not thrilled about it, but we'll take it. But he hit here, and that's a bone crusher.
It's a called strike. Outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. For the Giants in the bottom of this inning, it'll be Hansen, Panik, and Duggar. Pirates have 1 lefty in their bullpen, and it's their closer. Tap foul, 1-2.
First time that Melanson has ever faced Polanco. The guy on deck, David Freese, he's faced him 8 times. Freese 2 for 8. So I think any veteran if you're given an opportunity to choose who you want to pitch to, they would rather face a guy for the first time. Because always pitchers, especially veterans, think they have the edge.
This is trouble. It's a flare, and it's going to hurt. And a flare double knocks in a run. It's 5-2.
It's unbelievable what's happened to Manfred. You talk about Buzzard's luck of this inning. You throw the cutter, you get the cutter right up the bat on the hands, and here's the reward for making a good pitch. Bloop double.
So Bruce Bochy comes in. Derek Law coming in. We'll be back. Into your X1 voice remote. You get live stats on your TV. Change the way you experience TV with Xfinity X1. When it's time for Change Things Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service, your trusted oil change, tune-up, and brake experts.
So Derek Law comes in, 6th time that he has come in a game this year.
Out of play.
We're talking about all the guys on the Giants team this year or in the organization, whether it be a coach or a player that had spent time in the Pirates organization. There's like 11 of them. And then you came up, well, yeah, don't forget Derek Law is from Pittsburgh. Okay, so lots of ties to the city of Pittsburgh.
Counts, kind of.
Oh, yeah, it does.
Hit well into left center field. Can Hansen get there? He cannot. It's gone. So Derek Law comes in and he gives up the home run. And now the Pirates have broken it open here with a 5 spot. And remember, it all started out with a couple of errors.
Take a look at the pitch. Fastball up and in at 95. Pretty impressive swing of the bat for David Freese. Staying inside that one to knock it out of the park.
So here's Diaz. Diaz homered in the 2nd. There's a strike. Bell is on deck. On the ground, foul. So the bloop crushed him.
Yeah, 2 errors. Mark Melanson has to think that he's got buzzard's luck right now. Nothing is going his way.
The one hopper, it's 2-2.
A good pitch on a guy's hands. He throws it out there for a double. You just got to scratch your head and say, all right, I'm going to grind my way through this, and sooner or later those breaks will start going my way. And that's how you have to think.
Two and two. On the ground towards Crawford. Think lucky?
Like Dusty said.
Think lucky. 8-2 Pirates.
Low fares, no hidden fees. That's transparency. By Heffernan Insurance Brokers. Insurance and financial services for you and your business. Visit hefins.com. By Xfinity. X1 will change the way you experience TV. And by Kelly Moore Paints. Go where the pros go. Kelly Moore, the painter's paint store.
As you look into the city, it's 8-2. When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service. Your trusted oil change tune-up and brake expert.
So Richard Rodriguez coming in for the 42nd time. Take a look at the numbers. 53 strikeouts in 45 2/3. Why is that significant? Well, he's a sinker baller. He's a two-pitch guy, fastball slider. Gets a lot of those strikeouts with the slider. But for a guy to be able to get a ground ball and have more than a strikeout an inning, that's rare.
And a first pitch strike to Hansen. Hansen tripled in the fifth. And now he's behind 0-2.
The Pirates bullpen, they got some high octane. Rodriguez, he's the low man on the totem pole. Santana, Crick, Neverauskas, Caleb, Vasquez, they are all high velocity guys. And Vasquez is the only left-hander in their bullpen, and he throws the hardest. He's their closer. When you see them go to the bullpen, you know you're going to see flames.
Little pop up to left for Frazier. One out. Here's Panic. Panic hit a fly ball to left in the third, then he popped out to David Freese in the 5th. Pierce Johnson heading down to the bullpen. Panik takes a strike. It's 0-1. Panik foul.
Who are ball dude? Toby Peckner. The Peckner's in the house tonight. Figures when it's Jerry Garcia tribute night, you're going to see the Peckners be the ball dudes.
No, it's only when it's foggy.
Oh yeah, they're feeling it.
Only 0-2. Got him. 93'd him at the chest. Here's Duggar. Duggar with a base hit to knock in a run on the 5th. If Duggar reaches, it'll be Hunter Pence. And Duggar takes a strike. Another one. It's 0-2. And a high pop up to left. So Rodriguez with a nice 1-2-3 inning will go to the 8th. Pirates 8, Giants 2. We'll be back. Andrew McCutchen made a very nice play on the first hitter of the ball game as he threw out Frazier. And later on, he made a diving catch in Triple's alley to keep Diaz from picking up exactly that, a triple. Here it's 8-2, and the hitter is Josh Bell.
Look out.
Tight. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Yeah, it was Jerry Garcia tribute night tonight. A couple of Jerry Garcia fans.
I think if Joe Madden ever put a Giants uniform on, that's what he'd look like.
I guarantee he likes Jerry Garcia.
Down low. 2-1.
I think Joe Madden likes life.
3-1.
He's definitely not afraid to have a good time.
Probably right now on Rush Street having a good time.
Could be.
Let's check in with Amy G. Amy, save us.
Okay, guys, I'm going to try. You know, you're talking about Jerry Garcia. Let's talk about that. It is Jerry Garcia tribute night. It's a fan favorite. So many Deadheads coming out here to honor Bay Area native and music icon Jerry Garcia and his band, the Grateful Dead. Biggest Deadhead ever, Bill Walton, was on hand to accept the Giants donation of $20,000 to the Rex Foundation. It's a nonprofit created by the Grateful Dead to help support creative endeavors in the arts, sciences, and education. Of course, that was Moon Alice. They entertained fans before the game with some of the Grateful Dead's biggest hits. Lots of tie-dye shirts in the audience as well. Did I help you, Dwayne?
Yes, you saved us, Amy G, and that's not the first time. As Derek Law throws a strike, 1 ball and 1 strike. Matter of fact, expect on doing it again tomorrow night.
Well, I think she should have a category where you could list her saves. She just got a save.
Line drive to left. That'll be a base hit. Hansen cuts it off. And Derek Law in trouble again here in the 8th. If you're Derek Law and you're looking down to the bullpen, it's empty. Out of gas.
Well, you definitely know that when you're out there on the mound. It'll make you dig a little deeper.
Here's Mercer.
But he should be pitching for the ground ball here, trying to get a double play. Identify the situation, pitch to it.
1-0. Swing and a miss. One ball and 1 strike. On the ground, there it is to Law. Law double clutches, throws low to Crawford. Crawford recovers, and they do not turn the double play. So that's on Derek Law, because that's a double play you have to turn.
Now, a little double clutch. He just didn't get in the rhythm of the play. It looked like he didn't know quite where he was going to throw the ball to, or to who to. I mean, he looked at panic right off the get-go, and that made him double clutch when he saw that it was Crawford who was going to cover that bag.
Colin Moran is going to hit.
So now you identify the situation and pitch to it again, which is he needs another ground ball.
Low. Moran's done a good job this year. He doesn't play all the time, but yet he's got 41 runs batted in. And he takes a pitch outside. 2 balls and no strikes. Foul back, get a good rip. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. There you go. We got a winner.
Yes, we do. It's the first glove ever made, and he's got it.
You think?
And it's still working.
Two and 2.
Done well as a pinch hitter this year, 6 for 15 with a couple of doubles.
On the ground and a base hit as he pulled it in the hole. As Bell is going to score. Mercer goes to third. And Moran with an RBI single. And the hitter is Frazier. So it's 9-2. And now we call this piling on. Frazier is 3 hits. And he lifts this one out to left field. It's going to knock in a run. Is Hansen's going to grab it. And tagging at third is Mercer.
So a nice situation at bat from Frazier.
And that'll bring up Marte.
I don't think he went up there with that thought in mind, but it wound up being an RBI, so he'll take it.
Absolutely.
But I think he was thinking 4 hits.
Outside, Marte with 1 hit and 4 at bats.
I mean, a 2-hit day is a great day. 3 hits, I mean, that doesn't happen very often, but you get a 4-hit day.
4-hit days. Really special.
It's gold plated.
1 ball and 1 strike. And this is fouled just to our right and out of play. That's all right. Still smiles on their faces.
Oh, yeah. He brought the good hat. It's warm. It's a San Jose Giant hat. A little concerned about Yosemite right now.
Out of play. This will be pitch number 30 for Derek Law. And it's in the dirt, 3-2. Josh Bell led this inning off with a walk. And that'll end the inning. 2 more runs on the board. It's 10-2. We'll be back.
Manage your dream team in franchise mode, plus get weekly stats, roster updates, and more. Learn more at RBI.com. Rated E for everyone. It's a whole new ball game.
It's 10-2. When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service. Your trusted oil change tune-up and brake experts.
So Dovydas Neverauskas, the first Lithuanian player ever drafted to make it to the big leagues, coming in for the 15th time. As we mentioned, everybody who comes out of that Pirate bullpen, they can throw hard, and he is no exception. You're going to see mid to high 90s, 98 as advertised. He'll also he'll sink and cut the ball, and he's also got a curveball.
McCutchen on deck. Low again, 2-0.
That's that bad dream you used to have.
High pop up. Can Bell do it this time? 0 for 3 tonight on pop-ups.
The dream is that you've died. Now you're standing in line to go to heaven. As you get to close to the line, St. Peter's there at the gate. And the guy ahead of you goes in there. St. Peter says, "Yeah, you want to get in? Yeah, you got to spell a word. Okay, what's my word? Word's cat. All right, C-A-T. Come on in." Next guy in front of you goes in and he says, "What's my word?" He says, "Dog." He says, D-O-G, and he walks right in. Then I get up there and he says, "Your name is Neverauskas Dovydas."
Out of play. You've done such a good job pronouncing it. I don't see how you'd have any trouble getting through the gate.
Well, I just pronounced it backwards too. It's Dovydas Neverauskas. And I don't think I could spell it, which means I don't get in. It's a bad dream.
Yeah, I'd get Romo.
Yeah, you'd get in with Romo.
I'd spell it R-O-E-M-O. Pence, slow roller, first base side, foul. Well, Giants coverage is not over after the postgame show. With Therese Vignal is on assignment. It'll be Grant Liftman joins Grant Brisbee. If your name is Grant, you're going to be on the Outsiders tonight after postgame live. Line drive, center field, and tracking it down is Marte. One out.
We get asked about Therese Vignal as to she's on assignment. What does that mean? Well, she's going to have a baby. So Therese, we're thinking about you.
Here's McCutchen. It's a strike at the belt. 1 ball and no strikes. McCutchen is 0 for 3 against his former team. Right now, Neverauskas is throwing the ball downhill.
I mean, he's way up top. That's a high 3/4, almost over the top release.
One and 2. One ball, 2 strikes. Up high.
What's cool about the story about Neverauskas is his old man was he organized Little League baseball, and he's a coach.
Got him. Kind of a high strike, but McCutchen doesn't argue. And here's Buster Posey.
So his dad used to have clinics. This kid would play at him. He got it seen. Somebody said, this guy's got a good arm. He's got the size for it. He gets drafted. Lo and behold, here he is in the big leagues.
So his dad was a coach in this country.
No, Lithuania.
I'm wondering how his son got here.
That's it. I mean, he got scouted. I mean, that was the deal.
So they scouted him in Lithuania.
Yeah.
There's a call strike.
He's a big fella, 6'3", 230. And you're throwing 98, that's going to get the attention of somebody.
2-1 to Buster Posey.
But I like the story because, I mean, there's a lot of athletes over there. We watched the World Cup this year in soccer. We saw some really great athletes. Those guys need to get a bat put in their hand when they're 9 years old.
One of those guys could hit a curveball. Fly ball to right, and coming in and making the play is Polanco, and that'll end the inning. 9th inning coming up. Start over. Giants and Pirates. It'll be tomorrow. Pregame live at 6. Game time at 7 on NBC Sports Bay Area. Also streaming live on the NBC Sports app.
All right, you ready? Spell Neverauskas. You ain't getting in either.
Nope.
Your pitcher now for the Giants will be Pierce Johnson. 30th time that he has come in. Johnson, a 4-pitch guy, mid-90s fastball.
Facing Gregory Polanco. Hunter Pence is now in right field. A healthy rip.
It's a good curveball right there.
David Freese on deck, and then it'll be Diaz. Diaz. Popped up into shallow right field for Hunter Pence.
It's going to find you.
Hunter Pence's old stomping grounds. He played a lot of games. He played a lot of consecutive games in that spot in this ballpark. And he's a good right fielder here.
Yeah, he played the camera off that wall as good as anybody.
He's great at tracking balls down into Triple's alley. Made some great catches in postseason up against the wall. In fact, one of them, they ended up making a bobblehead out of it.
It was a good catch
against the Cardinals. Good pitch on the outside corner, 0-2.
You know you've made it as a player when they have a bobblehead for you. I mean, that's a big deal. Get your own bobblehead. But I think Hunter Pence, I bet he's got at least 10 bobbleheads of himself.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think
maybe more.
I think they're all in my garage. I think
got a few of them.
Shelves.
Plus, I mean, you go back to when he was with the Phillies and the Astros. They all got Hunter Pence bobbleheads. One of the most charismatic people we've ever been around.
Pitch is high, 2-2.
I mean, there's Hunter Pence socks, and then they had the Hunter Pence doll.
Scooter.
They had a bobblehead on a scooter. That was a good one.
Three and 2. Hunter Pence, more work. Hunter Pence. He dropped it. And it's a fair ball. So that's a broadcaster's jinx right there. It's not your fault, Hunter.
That's going to be a base hit. That would have been a great play. Coming over, now the drift. Kind of rattles around the pocket. Yep. Broadcaster's jinx.
Air 9.
I don't know about that call.
Here's Diaz. Diaz a home run, a pop-up, a line drive to right, and a ground ball to short. Strike. At one point tonight, we had over 40,000 here. A healthy rip and a swing. 40,000.
Well, it was Grateful Dead night. Jerry Garcia tribute.
Including Jack Clark and Barry Zito.
Had Moon Alice. The band, they were playing. They were good. Very festive.
So 1-2 to Diaz. About 6 inches outside, 2-2.
Just missed a little bit.
Outside. Three and 2. On the ground sharply. Crawford will knock it down, and that's the only thing he'll be able to do. It'll be a base hit. And Josh Bell will hit. Josh Bell homered in the second, and then he drew a walk in the eighth. He's also struck out and rolled out to second. And it's a bit outside, 1-0. Foul back. 1 ball and 1 strike. Good time to hang around for a souvenir.
I always look at the splits and what a switch hitter hits, where his power is. And Bell hit 263 on the year coming into this one. And you look at his numbers, he's hit 264 from the right side, 263 from the left side. The only difference is he's got all of his home runs, 6. Well, say 6 of the 7, because he hit one right-handed tonight.
Right.
His first right-handed home run of the year. The other 6 were all left-handed.
Two and two to Bell.
I mean, I think that's the goal of every switch hitter, to have the same numbers from both sides in regards to average and power. Symmetry.
On the ground, Crawford will give ground to Panic, and a double play to end the inning. Nice play, Crawford to Panic to Slater. 9th inning coming up.
Ninth inning. New pitcher now for the Pirates. Going to be Casey Sadler. Take a look at what he has done. He just got called back up. He's a swing man. Got a fastball that's low 90. He's got a slider and a changeup. Got just about 100 days at the big league level. Working on finishing out that first full year. And Sadler, one of those guys that can do just about anything for you. He can spot start, he can relieve, and he's got a pretty good sinker, so he can get ground balls coming into the existing inning. Family hanging.
That's right. They're here for the duration. As Longoria is going to lead things off. Longoria takes a strike. Oh for 2, drew a walk in the 4th. Here he takes a healthy rip and a swing. And a miss.
Father son
hanging in there.
Absolutely hanging in there.
On the ground, it's going to be Harrison who goes a long way, and it's in the dirt, and Bell can't hang on. And Longoria, through that hole, hustling down line, may end up with a hit. As Longoria hit it totally away from the shift.
Take a look at Harrison, who'd been playing on the left side of the infield because of the shift, had to come a long way for it. So a ball to dirt, Bell can't dig it out.
So they give the air to the first baseman.
Really? I don't know about that one.
Here's Crawford.
Oh, contested.
Crawford fouls it back. Oh for 2 for Brandon Crawford with a walk. Giants only have 3 hits in this game, and they all came in the same inning. That's how you got to do it if you're going to score.
Yeah, if you're only going to get 3 hits, get them all in the same inning.
Back them up.
I agree.
Crawford taps this one. Freeze under his glove, and everybody's safe. So Crawford's going to have a hit. Here's Slater.
Well, it's take it personal time. You're down 8 runs. Make it between you and that guy on the mound.
Slater rifles it foul down the right field line. Slater got the first hit for the Giants. It came in the 5th inning.
Got rally cap on.
Yeah, the faithful.
It's not the first time he's worn the hat that way, by the way.
It's bad when you wear it in the first inning.
Yeah.
You don't want to do that.
Yeah, he's got it figured out. He's got his rally beard.
There's a strike to Slater.
Looked like Sadler may have crossed up Diaz, the catcher. I mean, he just pulled his helmet up and dropped some stank eye on his pitcher. It's like, seriously.
Out of play.
It's not a good thing when your catcher pulls his mask up, gives you a face finger. Is that Crazy Legs?
It is. He was just in our section here.
He doesn't leave early.
No. Slater fouls it off his foot. He'll do it again.
Crazy Legs, one of our oldest vendors.
Yeah, he is the king of the kettle corn.
It's Crazy Legs.
Always has that pine tar rag in his back pocket.
Yep.
One and two with nobody out. A couple of base runners and a couple of ground balls. Got him. Slater strikes out for the second time, and here's Hansen. There's no kettle. Crazy Legs working his way to the end of the night. And in that bag, that's cash right in there. It's $1, $5, and $10 bills. That's the kind of night Crazy Legs has had. Hansen on the ground, foul.
All right, Toby Peckner picking it down there a bit.
Joe Panik is on deck. You can get there, Crazy Legs. Atta baby. On the ground, it'll be Harrison who'll get the out at first. Two down, and here's Panik.
Yep, just getting ready for tomorrow.
We'll count his cash here in a minute. Panik takes low. 0 for 3. A hit here would knock in a couple of runs. And it's going to happen as he drives it into left center field, and it gets by Frazier. So Panik's got a double, and it's 10-4. And Duggar's going to hit.
Let's take a look. How do you hit a sinker that's moving away from you? You go the opposite way and watch the head stay down through the swing. That's a Joe Panik special right there. No stride.
So Duggar, who's 1 for 3, stands in. And he lines it foul. Hunter Pence is on deck. 0-2. One and two. Let's keep the line moving. Have some fun. See what you can do. One and two. Down the left field line. Could be trouble. And It is trouble. And it's going to score. Duggar's got a double.
Make it personal. So for Duggar, I mean, that's a 2-hit night, and both of his hits have produced RBIs. So Diaz, the catcher, out to talk to Sadler. Now here comes Ray Searage, Pirates pitching coach. They are going to get some activity down that bullpen.
Just calm them down. A couple of ground balls got the inning started against Sadler.
Keona Kalab, the newly acquired bullpen specialist who had been the closer with the Rangers, he's starting to get heated up.
All right, good attitude.
Yeah, he's ready. He's not leaving early.
So here's Hunter Pence. And a sharp breaking ball, and it's 0-1. Down low, 1 ball and 1 strike. Pence trying to move the line. Taps it to Mercer. And that's the ball game. So with 1 big inning, actually 2 in the 3rd, and then a 5-run spot in the 7th, and that was enough for the Pirates to take game 1 of this 4-game series.
Well, and a disappointing night for the Giants, and it really got back to the big 7th inning where they made a couple errors to start the inning, and then the roof just caved in, and that proved to be the difference as the Pirates take game 1 of this 4-game series.
So now we'll look forward to tomorrow night, but tonight the final score, the Pirates 10 and the Giants 5. Thanks for joining us. Stay tuned for Giants Postgame Live presented by Toyota, which starts right now.